sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now it's Watson. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over. An option handoff given to Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 32 that time. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep from Miami, Jalen Waddle. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. There's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. out of the gun. Watson. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Handing it off to Brown. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Watson. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 30 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Watson. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. on second down now. It's Brown, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run now with Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First and 10, Watson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Three. Me. Mike 35, Mike. 19 tight. We won.
From the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Jones on third down.
And he'll drop it underneath to White. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch the twits. Watch the twits.
Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
35's the mic. Hey, let's get that home.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
55. Right there. Look, 55. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Slam.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs, and Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
35's the max.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now, their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get it done.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On first down, Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go, D. On deck, defense. On deck. On deck. Check 24. Check 24.
operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Jonnu Smith spent 4 productive years in Tennessee, but really broke out in 2020 with a career-high 41 catches and 8 touchdowns. They really love his ability to get downfield.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On a handoff, it's White.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd down and 8.
Play action. Jones steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Just like that. Kill.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami. And he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
Watson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll run now with Gaskin. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Full connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slam. Shoot, watch the shoot.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They run the counter. Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Here's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Now Brian Flores is going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, and they go back to Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing Jones. And a dump off to White. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now Watson.
Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Pats, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.